We are studying geography, and in geography now we are going to study about the universe. What is universe? So this has been a question mark in human beings' mind, that what is universe and what is there in the universe, what is there outside of the earth, and what is there in the sky, and then what are stars, and sometimes we find the shining star, the shooting star, so what is that? So this has been a question mark in human beings' mind, and human being has constantly tried to know what is there outside. Okay, so we are also going to learn what is there outside. So this search is still going on, and the still research is going on, and new things are coming up every day, that what is there in the universe. Okay, so if we go outside of our earth, we will find a lot of celestial bodies and a lot of things which we don't know actually. So here we will find there is a sun, and here we are getting sun rays from the earth. So sun is actually a star. Okay, it is actually a star. You should remember this thing. Basic thing, sun is a star and our earth is revolving around this sun. Okay, so this is the basic thing. Further if we go, we will find that like our earth, there are a lot of planets. So mainly we know about the 8 planets which are very important. So here is our earth, here is the sun, and there are a lot of planets. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and this way we have 8 planets. So these 8 planets revolve around the sun. So sun is a star, and around the star 8 planets revolve continuously. Okay, so the star which except sun, the next star which is very close to earth is called as Proxima Centauri. So this Proxima Centauri, it is a star which is very closest to earth. Okay, like sun is the closest one, but after sun this is the star which is very closest to earth. So you should remember this thing. The name is Proxima Centauri. So if we go further, we will find there are a lot of stars in the universe. Okay, millions and billions of stars, and then again the planets are revolving around these stars also. There are also other planets which are revolving around these stars also. So in this way there are millions and billions of stars, and combine these stars, when combined together, they are a part of a galaxy. So we will find this is a galaxy, and in this galaxy we will find lot of stars, and not only stars, we will find clouds, dust clouds. Okay, dust clouds and gases. So in this way we will find a lot of dust clouds plus gases combined together makes the galaxy. So this is a galaxy. Okay, and the galaxy in which we live is called as Milky Way galaxy. Okay, so this is the galaxy in which we live. Remember this thing. Name is Milky Way galaxy. You must have studied this when you were in a class, but in your school. But now I think you should have many of you have forgot this, that in school only we learned this thing, that we live in a galaxy which name is Milky Way. Okay. So if you go further, we will find a lot of other galaxies also. So there are many galaxies in the universe. So in this way we will find a lot of galaxies. So all these galaxies combined together are part of this universe. Okay. So in this way we find that there are stars, and around the stars we find planets, and these two are part of a galaxy. and combined with other galaxies, this makes the universe. Okay, so in this way this universe is there. Okay, so there is a question mark that how was this universe made, how did this universe originated. So there are a lot of theories given behind this thing, but the very famous theory and which is accepted world over, this theory is called as Big Bang theory, and this was given in 1929 by Edwin Hubble. He was an American, and he said that the universe, it was made up of a primeval atom. Okay, a primeval atom. And there was this atom, and the atom exploded. There was a bang, a big bang. Okay, it exploded, and the mass, it started to move away. Okay, it started to expand from its position. Okay, because of the big bang. And when this mass, it started to move away due to the uneven distribution of gravitation pull, uneven gravity, galaxy was made. Okay, a lot of galaxies were made, and due to this our universe was made. So okay, so this was the theory behind, the basic thing behind the Big Bang theory. Okay, so it said that everything in the world emerged from a point known as a singularity. So this was the point of singularity, and this singularity was made of indefinite mass and indefinite density. Okay, and this thing happened around 13.7 billion years ago. And as galaxies moved away, space between them expanded. So this thing is called as redshift. And as the universe expanded, hot radiation in original firewall cooled down. Okay, and which led to formation of different galaxies, which further broke into stars, and finally stars broke to form planets. So basic thing, there was a primeval atom, which is also called as a singularity, and this exploded. There was a bang, a big bang, and things started to move away, things started to spread. And after some time, when this all cooled down due to the uneven distribution of gravity, galaxies were formed, and further galaxies were also broken, and the stars were formed, and when the stars also broke down, planets were formed. So in this way, Big Bang theory explains that there was an atom, and this atom exploded. Okay, and when this atom exploded, it started to spread all across, it started to expand, and when this atom expanded, galaxies were formed. Further galaxies were broken down after cooling, and stars were formed, and further stars were also broken, and planets were formed. Okay, so in this way, Big Bang theory tries to explain the origin of universe. Now one thing you should remember, that there are a lot of galaxies in our universe, and the galaxy which is very close to our galaxy, that is our galaxy, is Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way. Okay, and the galaxy which is very close to our galaxy is called as Andromeda. Andromeda, remember this thing. Andromeda is the galaxy which is close to Milky Way galaxy. Okay, now when we see further, so this was the process. The atom exploded, and it further expanded, and it further started cooling down. The galaxies were made. So these are the galaxies, and in these galaxies there are stars, there are planets. Okay, there are planets around these stars. So there is a theory, that theory of expansion, and it says that still the universe is expanding. After the Big Bang, the universe is still expanding. Now how we know about that? Because the distance which was measured, like the distance from this galaxy to this galaxy was measured at point A, now at point B the distance has increased. So this shows that the galaxy is still expanding, okay, because the distance is still increasing between the galaxies, between the stars, okay. So this shows that the universe is still expanding universe. So we are a part of expanding universe. Now there is one thing important. There are again new research is coming, and the research is saying that we are not a part of single universe, okay, there is multiverse. Now what does this multiverse say? It says that there are many universes also, and we may be a part of this we may be a part of this one universe, but like our universe there are other universes also, but still we don't have any proof, solid proof to this theory, the theory of multiverse. I am just trying to let you know that this type of research is also there in the scientists, okay. So as we have seen that there are many galaxies, we are part of this Milky Way galaxy, and further in this Milky Way galaxy we are part of this solar system. In our solar system the star is sun, and around this sun we have different planets which are revolving in their orbits, okay. So there are different theories also, like we have studied Big Bang theories, but there are different theories also which try to prove their point and try to tell us that different perspectives of origin of the universe. So the theory, one of the theory is gaseous theory, which was proposed in 1755 by Immanuel Kant. He was a German scientist, and he said that primordial matter was evenly distributed in shape of small and cold particles from which our Earth and other planets of solar system formed. He says that there was a primordial matter which was evenly distributed in shape of small and cold particles, okay, in the shape of gases, and from which our Earth and other planets of solar system was formed. But still there is disagreement among the scientists regarding this gaseous theory. Again the nebula hypothesis, so it was given by Laplace. He was a French scientist, and he said that primordial matter existed in form of intensely hot and rotating gaseous mass that was called as nebula, and this cooled with time. This nebula, it cooled with time, and this resulted in a decrease of its volume and increase in its rotation speed, okay. After this nebula cooled down, it decreased its volume and increased its rotational speed, and which in turn increased its centrifugal force. Now what is centrifugal force? The force which is directed away from the particle is called as centrifugal force, okay. So the centrifugal force, when exceeded gravitational force, a ring shaped deformed from nebula, and many other rings formed out of its breaking, okay. So many rings were made out of its breaking, and these rings on cooling became planets and satellites, and remaining part of nebula is sun. So this is the nebular hypothesis, but still there is a disagreement among the scientists regarding this nebular hypothesis also. Then again there is a planetesimal theory, planetesimal hypothesis, okay. It was given in 1900 by Chamberlain and Moulton. So they say that a wandering star approached the sun and exerted its gravitational pull on the sun. They say that this is our sun, and again a star approached to our sun, and this applied its gravitational pull, and which resulted in separation of cigar shaped material from the sun. It says that a material separated due to the gravitational force of the star. Okay, a cigar shaped material separated from the sun, and as the star moved away from the sun, the material separated from the sun started revolving around the sun and condensed into planets at later stage. But still, this is also not accepted by many scientists. So the only theory which is widely accepted is Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory. Okay, so that's all about the universe. We have studied how this universe emerged, what is there in the universe, and we are a part of a universe which is very wide and very it is still expanding. Okay, now in our next lesson we are going to study about the solar systems and planets. Okay, we are going to study what is there in our solar system, how many planets are there, and mainly we will study about the sun. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.